In 1991, I flew to Teddy Island. The water's turquoise blue and I'm back wild. Living in a jungle and it looks like Thailand. Everybody's gung-ho, 911 dialing. Met the girl on the plane. Went to the island, sweet like sugar cane. The girl was beguiling. Putting lots of gold, you know that, and styling. Never get...
Late Night with Bobby Tyler show. I'm your host, Bobby Tyler. Today is a very, very, very special episode of Late Night with Bobby Tyler show, Television Intense TV. We have on a very special guest today from the Spinners. We got the Spinners. We got Charlton, Washington on the show today. And welcome to the show, Charlton. How are you doing today?
Fine. How's it going there in California?
Man, it's good. How's your weather?
Oh, nice and hot. We're in Detroit. It's normally cold here, but I'll tell you, we got 90 degrees and it's cooking right about now.
Detroit is cooking in the house. That's right. So now let's get ready to rumble. So yeah, the mighty Spinners, the Spinners. You guys played here at the Napa Valley, Napa Town and Country Fair not too long ago. And I saw you guys up on stage and I'm like, yeah, I got to get these guys on TV, right? You know, pull them out to the West Coast, you know?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, I've spent about maybe 13 years with the Spinners, and
right.
we average coming into California about 10 times a year. So we've been there quite often.
That's like every month, yeah. You know, just about. Yeah. So yeah, like 12, 13 years ago, you got a call to audition for the Spinners. So how did that feel? Surreal or what?
It absolutely was surreal. I went down and auditioned because I understood that there was a part that may be coming available. And so I went down and auditioned at the original member, Bobby Smith's house. And to kind of make a long story short, he told me, make sure you stay in touch with me because, when this thing becomes available, you're going to be my guy. And so I did stay in touch with him. I called him maybe once every 2 weeks, and it took a total of about 8 months before the position actually became available. And it was wonderful. My first show was at the NAACP National Convention in Detroit, and I didn't even have uniform, and they told me what color scheme to wear. They said, come in and wear black and gray. And I came in, and right at the end of Pretty Be, I'm Falling in Love, I came from backstage, and I did the Felipe Wynn part. And we did like a 45-minute show. We got 3 standing ovations. And at the end of the show, seeing that it was my first night out with the Spinners,
right.
I asked the crowd, is he a keeper? And they said, heck yes.
They said, H to the E to the L, yeah. He's a keeper, man. Yes.
The rest is history.
Right? And then that's like that patience paid off. You know, 3/4 of a year goes by and boom, you're in like Flynn, right?
And it's been a joyride. I've been, all around the country. I've been in different parts of the world with the Spinners, and it's been a tremendous experience in my life. And it really helped me develop my music career in a way that has been very profound. Because obviously getting with a group like the Spinners, it's such a historical group. They're such a successful group.
Oh yeah.
That anything I did prior to that was paled in comparison.
Right.
So it was a great experience being with the Spinners.
What are like 2 or 3 of your favorite top Spinners songs that you like?
That's a great question. I love all the hits. I love all the big classic hits. But
I do too.
If you wanted me to pick 3 of my favorites, my personal favorites would be Sadie, Mighty Love, Sadie, Mighty Love, and Love Don't Love Nobody.
Right.
Those are very emotional songs. I do lead on all those songs when I was with the group, and you have to really get into your spirit to be able to perform those songs in a way that the fans can feel it And that's what you have to do. You cannot half step with those type of songs.
Right, right. Yeah, that was awesome. You know, when you're here in Napa, you know, everybody's out here in the Napa Valley, Cali, you know, loving it, right? And then, you know, you guys are up on stage all smooth and everything, right? And then they say, look, I think Jesse Peck, he come up, who was on the show about a week or two ago, from the Spinners. He come up and he says, some of you guys got cameras out there, you know, and you know, you're taking photos, you're making videos, you know, I just want to say, you know, and then he goes, good. He goes, because you can put them all on our page, the Mighty Spinners.
They be so upset because Jesse said, you know, yeah, I seen you with your camera. I seen you trying to hide it, you know, and then at the end of the skit, you know, we say, thank you for taking our pictures. Because after all, entertainers, you know, right. If it's secret, no one will know about us.
Right, right.
So we job with that, and that's really fun. That was always a fun part of the show.
I was like, with my phone, I was like, oh. And I got a photograph, and I sent it to you on your phone, too. You guys are all dressed in white, you know, so yeah.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Up in Napa, yeah.
Out there that we haven't even seen of ourselves.
Right.
I remember when I first got with the Spinners, maybe the first year, we went to Africa, and we also went to England in the first year. And I'm telling you, when we went to Africa, those people, they sang those songs more than they did here in the States.
Wow.
And when we went to England, I was there I was with the Spinners maybe 7 months. I'm in Wales, in Great Britain in Wales, and the guy walks up to me and say, hey, you must be Charlton. And I'm like, wait a minute, I'm over in Wales and you know who I am? I think they're rabid fans. They're rabid fans. They're on the computer. As soon as you get in the encyclopedia and things of that nature, they know everything.
Right.
And they found some of the original members pictures of themselves that they had never seen.
Right.
That's never seen.
Yeah. It goes way back, you know, I mean, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and you know, they would have flyers from the early 70s in mint condition.
Right,
it was just one guy that went over there and he had one hit in the USA, and he went over there and they loved him so much. This is how much they love our music. He stayed 20 years and worked every day.
Man.
Yeah.
You know,
that's true.
You are appreciated. You know, everybody loves the Spinners, and everybody loves you. You know, and you're up there on the stage and impressing everybody. You know, you are appreciated. In fact, you got a new hit single out, and if it ain't a new hit single, it will be because it's a pretty catchy tune. I heard it, right? And it's called "We Want to Thank You." It's inspired by the first responders, right?
That's correct. Me and the Spinners recently parted ways right before the world pandemic. And when the world pandemic hit, it really hit me in a profound and monumental way. You see, I lost my daughter-in-law to COVID-19 during the world pandemic. So that also went into play with me writing this song.
Oh, my condolences, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was tough. And, you know, as I watched the pandemic unfold and how it, you know, like I said, well, you know, it started in China and then it hit Spain and then it hit Italy. When it hit Italy, it really caught our attention. It really, really caught our attention over here in the States. Next thing you know, it hits the shores of the USA. Right. And it hit us like a sledgehammer. Places like New York, New Jersey, Michigan, where I'm from. And again, like I said, I lost friends that I grew up singing with. I lost associates. And, of course, I lost my daughter-in-law. And it also inspired me to write this song. I watched the first responders out there fighting on the front lines without proper PPE. And I was just amazed by that. I was amazed by that, Bobby. I couldn't believe the bravery of the first responders. And they were out there putting their life on the line for us. And, you know, I've said this before, for that, they are my heroes. And you know, I believe that they run the world. And can you imagine life without first responders and essential workers? So it inspired me to write this song. Everybody was on TV talking about thank you to the first responders. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm a singer and I'm a songwriter. So what do? I write a song. And I write a song, and everybody's saying thank you to the first responders. So I decided to name my song, We Want to Thank You. We Want to Thank You. And I want it to be up-tempo, fun, and where you can exercise to it.
Positive. You can
to it, or you can just do it, and you can play it. And remember one thing. This song was written to honor people that help people.
Right.
And first responders and essential workers, they were on the front line.
Yes.
And kudos to them. And we got a song for them that I think they can rejoice to. And we can celebrate with them, have fun with it. A percentage of the proceeds from this song will go to the first responders and essential workers. And we set up a fund in my daughter Elizabeth Carroll.
Nice. Boy, howdy. Yeah, I just sampled a little bit of it. It's a catchy tune. It's infectious, no pun intended, right? Because the virus. But yeah, so how about if I just play a little bit of that, right? I mean, the whole, like at least a few minutes, right now.
Let's let the people hear it.
All right. So I'm going to go over to that. I'm going to punch that up right about now. Rewind it, because I was listening to it.
That's okay.
Hey! 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 We wanna thank you. We wanna thank you for your help. To the first responders all around the world. Yeah, thank you for your help. 'Cause you are our heroes. You know that I've been just feeling real down. You know they say something's going around in every city, in every town. Invisible so you can't see it now. Suddenly I just fell to the ground. And then I started just looking around. And then I seen these people in blue gowns. You know I think they're about to help me out. They say, so you gotta sit up. And you gotta lift your head up. And you gotta breathe in this cup. Now just breathe in and out. All we're trying to do is help you out. Make you feel a little bit better now. All we're trying to do is fill your energy up, energy up, energy up. Hey, 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 we wanna thank you. We wanna thank you. To essential workers all around the world. Thank you for your help. Yeah, thank you for your help. 'Cause you run the world. Yeah, we wanna thank you. Yeah, we wanna thank you. You got your life on the line, so we can be fine. Thank you for your help. Hey, thank you to all the doctors and nurses and EMS workers, yeah. Go out there fighting, bring your life on the line. First responders out there all the time. Essential workers got to go out to work. First responders all around the earth. First defenders all around the world. Helping every man, boy, and girl. This award that I know we can win. But this war, you know we gotta stay in, 'cause we never seen nothing like this. Not a world pandemic, not in the last 100 years. That could shut the whole world down. You know we're losing a lot of people now. You know we really just can't save them all. All we're trying to do is just break this fall, break this fall, break this fall. Hey, 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 we wanna thank you. Yeah, we wanna thank you for all the help you give. Thank you people around the world. Hey, we wanna thank you for all their help and every woman and boy.
Yeah, you're listening to Charlton, Washington, the Spinners, the Mighty Spinners, right? Fame with his new hit single right here. It's gonna be a hit single. This is a new single. We want to thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so much. And remember, I dedicate the song to the first responders of COVID-19.
That is smooth. I mean, it's like it sounds like brand new, and it's got kind of a old school vibe at the same time. You know what I mean? It's a very, very catchy tune.
Yes. And just want to let the people know that song is available on all the major streaming platforms: Apple, Spotify, YouTube, iTunes, and you can also get it at my website, which is charltonwashington.com. Again, that's charltonwashington.com.
CharltonWashington. And I might have lost the connection. I'm going to dial it back up. That's charltonwashington.com, y'all. For you that don't know, now you know. Check it out. So, if I lose this signal, which is fine, no big deal, right? I can always go to the other Spinners interview. Jesse Peck on the line as well. So let me bring that up real quick. Let me cut to a commercial break, and we'll be back. We got about 10 minutes left on the show. Hold on there. Hang right in. Hey, you're back.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
That's okay. I like this. This is a new angle. It's got a new kind of a new twist to it. Yeah. I was going to go to commercial break and bring up Jesse Peck for a minute there. I thought I still got 10 minutes.
I know he'd have been right there. He'd have been right there and ready too.
I still got 10 minutes left on the show. I was like, it's a half-hour show. Yeah. Anyway, that sounded that sounded slick though. Yeah. I like that. It was smooth. Yeah.
Good.
And you are a very talented, gifted, blessed young man, younger than me. But who were your role models that inspired you coming up? You know, when you were little.
That's a great question. When I was young, obviously I'm from Detroit, Michigan. I'm born and raised in Detroit, Michigan. I stay right outside of Detroit now, and I grew up during the Motown era when it was actually in its heyday. So there was a lot of great music in my atmosphere, in my direct atmosphere. But one of the groups that really stood out during that time was the Temptations. That was my favorite group growing up. And as I grew a little bit older, like in my early teens, I started really appreciating the Spinners and respecting their sound. They had a great different type of crossover sound like no other group. So as far as groups, you got the Temptations, the Spinners, several groups, the Four Tops of that era. You name them, all the great groups. And then you got the Jackson 5.
Yeah.
Because I was really close to me and Michael Jackson basically were like a 1 year apart. So
age group.
Age. And I would emulate a lot of his songs growing up. So I was highly influenced by the Jackson 5, Stevie Wonder, and my favorite all-time vocalist is Luther Vandross.
Right.
That's my favorite all-time vocalist. So there I had, you name them, Marvin Gaye, Al Green, Aretha Franklin. Everybody influenced me. It's like a big pot of music, and you just mix it all up, and you get a little bit from here, a little bit from there, and then you put a little of you in it, and that's what makes you you.
Right. And out of the Temptations, who is your favorite member of the Temptations? It's got to be David Ruffin, right? Is it David Ruffin?
Well, Dave,
that's who I love. David Ruffin. It's like,
David Ruffin gonna be either 1A or 1B.
He's either one you hate or you love. You either love him or you hate him. He's out or he's in.
As a talent, he was spectacular.
Yeah.
Also, I was really fond of Eddie Kendricks.
Right.
That first tenor, especially in their early years, his voice was like harmony, like a harp. He had the most beautiful falsetto that we had heard up until that point. So absolutely, David Ruffin, Eddie Kendricks, but all of them were great. Paul, Otis, Melvin Franklin with that bass. So they were all great.
Yeah. I'm from that era. From Southern California, Then we moved up here like 1968 up to Northern California. But yeah, Southern California had it going on in the 60s, right? So.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I mean, Southern California got it going on right now.
Yeah. Los
It wasn't
Angeles.
just the 60s. California always got it going on. That's a great state.
Yeah. I remember growing up listening to like the Fifth Dimension, which I interviewed. They're all out of Las Vegas now, but a lot of cats moved to Las Vegas, and a lot moved to Atlanta, Georgia, and those are the two happening spots as well as LA, I think, where everybody's kind of flying out to and staying, basically.
Let me share a little something with you.
And everybody been on the show seems like they're out of Detroit. It seems like.
Oh, really?
Everybody started there. Yeah. It seemed like it.
Oh my goodness! There's a lot of rich talent here in Detroit, Michigan. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. A lot of great talent from this area. But let me interject some real quick. One of the things I like to speak about in terms of being with my career with the Spinners, is the fans. I mean, oh my goodness, I appreciate the fans so much. They are fantastic. I mean, that's the word, fantastic. And one of the things, I've gotten really special gifts from the fans. That like this is a CD I put out a while ago. It's called In the Mood. And a fan one day walked up to me. I think I was in Louisiana, and he gave me a plaque. It's right back here.
Oh yeah.
Let me pull it out.
Oh wow.
This is a marble plaque.
Wow.
A marble plaque of the CD.
Dang.
He bought the CD, and then he bought a plaque and gave it to me.
Wow.
Then I had another, and my number one fan just sent me this. This here is a book of my career with the Spinners. Look at that book cover.
Wow, that's nice. Boy, howdy, that is cool.
Look at that.
That is sweet.
I'm going to just open up a page here and show you the first page. I'm just going to show you the first page.
Oh, that's slick. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, this is what the fans do for you. My number one fan here.
Well,
Very proud of these monuments that we received throughout the years. When you're in a prolific group like the Spinners.
Mighty talent, you are blessed, and you are appreciated. And I'm gonna put this show on Pinterest, Google, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter in about an hour, and then I'm gonna have it on TV. I'm gonna bump it up to July. So the whole month of July, it'll play on Monday night, Tuesday night in the Bay Area, live streaming worldwide. In the Northern California, and then worldwide live streaming in a month from now, and it'll be the whole month of July. It'll be on Monday night and Sunday night at 10 o'clock p.m. On a regular for the whole month, twice a week. So about 8 shows on this episode. Man. Yeah, bump it up.
That is wonderful. That is wonderful. And remember, first responders and essential workers, we want to thank you.
Right.
We want to thank you for what you did. For us.
All those nurses and doctors.
It is appreciated.
Army, Navy, doctors, lawyers, nurses.
Doctors, nurses, EMS workers, workers,
ambulance.
You name it. The military,
ambulance,
policemen, firemen, everybody that was essential during COVID-19. And trust me, we don't know if we're in the first quarter, second quarter, halftime. We don't know where we at.
That's right.
The war, we're in this war, and we got to stay in this war.
Yeah.
Because we ain't never seen nothing like this.
We got about 4 minutes left. I was going to tell you, my neighborhood, I'm in Browns Valley, Napa Valley, Cali, Pali. So it's like my neighborhood, it's like real quiet, right? But when they did the lockdown, it became a parade, an endless parade of people coming up and down the street because they're all told to stay home. So they're not working, so they all went outside and walked up. And to this day, it's a parade up and down my street, the quietest, deadest street in town, right, in the most elite neighborhood. And I just see people walking up and down, riding their bike. And it's like, because when they told they have to stay in, they decided, I can't, and they all went out. So it almost had an opposite effect in my neighborhood anyway,
Yeah, well, I think that's all around the country. What it is once they open the doors, people ran out of them.
Right. You can't come out. We gotta come out. Oh, yeah. So you got
It's been 2 months in the house, and it's hot. You know,
no, they started day one in my neighborhood. But you want to do any shout outs while I close this thing out?
Well, yeah, I like to always give a shout out to the fellas that I was on the front line with for the last almost 13 years. We slayed a lot of dragons out there, and I know when it really matters, I can actually count on them guys.
Right.
So I just want to give a shout out to my comrades, the Spinners, and I'd like to give a shout out to the fans.
Yes, sir.
That I performed with in front of over the last 13 years.
Right.
And stay tuned. We got a lot more music coming your way.
All right. Thank you, and God bless you and yours. I'm gonna go ahead and sign this out, and you can stay on the line or hang up. Either way, I got a new car for all the live studio audience. We don't have a live studio audience. We're not even allowed to have a live studio. It's not a very big car. It's just a very small car, but it's a new car, and then we also have a headshots for all the fans out there. But we're gonna call for like the last couple months. I've been calling the new show is called Tales from the Crib because all the show's been from my garage, out of my recording studio, right? So boy howdy, guests of the television show stay indoors a lot, and transportation provided by Zoom. We'd like to thank our guest, Charlton Washington of the Spinners, right here, ladies and gentlemen. You are appreciated. Thanks for coming on. And we want to thank our live studio audience, which is not even allowed at this point, right? And our sponsors, we have on Napa's Finest, Auto City, Audio House, Napa Gold and Silver brings in these gold and silver every freaking weekend, right? And Emmy Lou's Diner, Polished Nails and Spa. Doc's Trophy Shop brings in these music awards for all of our musical guests, here or otherwise. Also, we have Hair in Motion, Sal the Flower Guy. Can we get a shot of these flowers right there on camera 2? Yeah, camera 3. Yeah, thanks. Nice, thanks, Sal. And he's right by the high school. Dr. Frazier, my chiropractor, who I haven't seen for ages. AV audiovisual, so go on my TikTok, Tyler Mall, Maul 2, Tyler Mall 2 on TikTok. And till next time, we're pretty much Space Ghost from the West Coast, so God bless you and yours. Till next time, America. And we're out of here. Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks.
In 1991, I flew to Teddy Island. The water's turquoise blue and I'm back wild. Living in a jungle and it looks like Thailand. Everybody's gone home, 911 dialing. Met the girl on the plane. Went to other islands, sweet like sugar cane. The girl was Big Island. Putting lots of gold, you know that I'm styling. Never gets cold, emerald green on a white sand island. You are beautiful to me. Deadly island, turquoise water, sapphire seas. Went into business with Freddie and the birds, taking pictures with the tourists, making money absurd. Freddie got shot, Freddie's dead, you heard. Right through the heart, and then he said his last words. Me copy was in, was stopped 4 days later.